The morning of the wedding, the house was active. Vendors moved like clockwork, bridesmaids adjusted dresses, and guests arrived, unaware that a silent war was raging behind every smile and handshake. I stood in the corner of the room, notebook in hand, watching every move my sister made. She tried her usual tactics, subtly rearranging the floral arrangements, whispering suggestions, nudging guests to sit. But each of her moves collided with mine. I had already anticipated her influence, quietly redirecting vendors, leaving notes in plain sight that she, and for once, I was several moves ahead. At one point, she glanced at me suspiciously. I smiled, calm and collected, the way someone smiles at a child who has just touched fire and doesn't yet realize the danger. "Everything is under control," I said softly. She hesitated, unsure whether to believe me, and in that moment of doubt, I saw my advantage. The ceremony began, a perfect blend of colors, music, and timing, exactly as I had dreamed, exactly as I had planned. Every minor sabotage she attempted was quietly neutralized. The cake, the seating, even the flower petals scattered down the aisle fell precisely as intended. It was flawless, and I felt a twisted satisfaction, reality bending to my will. But the dream had warned me that perfection is delicate. One small misstep could shatter it all. And then it happened. A guest, unfamiliar with the carefully orchestrated arrangements, accidentally knocked over a decorative table. Time seemed to slow. My sister froze, eyes wide, expecting a disaster. I inhaled, ready to intervene, ready to restore order. But before I could act, she stepped forward herself, correcting the toppled decorations with a grace I hadn't expected. It was the first real moment of reconciliation. She hadn't been trying to ruin the day out of malice. She had been testing, competing, asserting control in her own way. And now, standing together, we managed the chaos perfectly, as a team, even if neither of us admitted it out loud. By the time the ceremony ended, the tension that had defined months of planning began to fade. Guests cheered, unaware of the silent war that had unfolded behind the scenes. My sister and I exchanged a glance, a mix of exhaustion, understanding, and grudging respect. The dream, it seemed, had prepared me for control, but the day had taught me collaboration. And though the battle was over, the lessons lingered. Perfection is fragile, manipulation is seductive, and even in victory, the human heart remains unpredictable.